Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, and today's video is going to be a DIY all the time 4th of July themed treats. Now there are going to be 3 treats. The first one will be firecracker marshmallow wands, the second ones will be 4th of July themed strawberries, and the last one will be some chocolate spoons. Now for the first DIY you will need some red candy melts, marshmallows, and some black candy melts or some black Twizzlers. I am going to show you both methods. You can see which one you like better, or you can do both. That's up to you. And lastly, you will need some cake pop sticks. Now the first step will be to melt both the chocolates. That's both the black and the red chocolate melts. And a little tip is, if the chocolate is a little too thick after you melt it, you can add some Crisco to it and it'll thin up the chocolate fairly fast. And now I'm just showing you the black Twizzlers, and I just want to show you that I basically just took apart a Twizzler from one strip to another and just cut it into pieces. Now we're basically ready to get started. Another handy tip that I found very helpful would be just to dip the cake pop sticks into some water, just so that the marshmallow doesn't stick to the sticks that easily, and then it'll just make it a lot cleaner and easier to start placing the marshmallows through the sticks. So once all of these sticks have been wet, just go ahead and grab your first marshmallow and just try to measure it directly down the center of the marshmallow, just so that each marshmallow can be placed evenly and it'll look more of a straight line and it won't be so lopsided, or it won't go off to the side too much. And right there, just showing you that don't be afraid to go back and add some more water when needed. Now the first one here, I am only going to add 3 marshmallows, and that's because this one is where I am leaving a little excess off at the top, just because that's the part where I am going to go back and add the black candy melts to the tip. Now for this last one here, I am adding 4 because this is where I am going to add the licorice instead of the black candy melts. Now once you have finished making your marshmallow kebabs, the next step would just be to coat each kebab in the red chocolate melts. Now I found it easy just to slant the bowl off to the side a little bit and just start adding the marshmallow kebab and start twirling it. If you do have a little space where you know the chocolate doesn't quite reach, you can just do what I'm doing there. Just use the spoon just to guide the chocolate onto the kebab, and then once it's completely filled, just flip the kebab over and just to take off all the excess chocolate that's left on the kebab. Lastly, I do go back here and just try to take off some excess chocolate off of the little stick at the tip, just because I am going to go back and cover that in chocolate and I don't want it to be too thick in just the red chocolate itself. Now I'm just going to go ahead and repeat all of the same steps, basically the same thing, slanting the bowl off to the side and dipping the marshmallow kebab in and using my spoon and just taking off all of the excess chocolate. There we have our first firecracker. Now the second one is basically going to start off as the same exact steps, where I am just coating the marshmallows in the red chocolate. Now the only thing that is going to be different now is after all of the excess chocolate is off of your kebab, you're just going to add a little dab of chocolate up on top and then just grab a piece of your licorice. Dab of chocolate is just going to act like a glue for the licorice. So once you add the licorice, just go ahead and place it and hold it for a few seconds, just until the chocolate dries, and then it'll just hold in place. And voila, we have our third wand. Now again, I'm just going to follow the same exact steps until it's completely coated. Take off the excess, add a dab on the top, and then just add the licorice. We have our first 4th of July themed treat. Now the second treat is going to be some 4th of July themed strawberries. Now the things you will need are some strawberries, of course, some white candy melts, or you can just use plain white chocolate chips, those will work too, and your choice of sprinkles. These are some regular blue coated sugar sprinkles, and then these are the little thicker ones. I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but again, either one will work, or you can use them both. Now, just like the other treat, just go ahead and melt your chocolate first, and then just grab a strawberry and dip it into the chocolate, and then just shake off a little bit of the excess when needed, and then just dip it into your sprinkles, and that's pretty much it. That's all you have to do for this treat. Very simple, very easy. Now, to be honest, my first actual idea for this treat, since it's so popular on Pinterest, I really wanted to kind of change it up and do something different. And to do so, I was looking for blue pop rocks, because that just screamed 4th of July, you know, fireworks, pop rocks, having them pop in your mouth. It just seemed so perfect for me, but I couldn't find pop rocks anywhere. So if you're able to find them, use them, because that would be so awesome. So again, let me get back to the DIY. All you're going to do is grab your strawberry, dip it in the white chocolate, and then dip it into your sprinkles, whichever they may be, or pop rocks if you're lucky enough to find them. And there we have our 4th of July themed strawberries. Now the last treat we have here are the chocolate spoons. Now the things you're going to need here are some red candy melts, some blue candy melts if you can find any, and some white candy melts or white chocolate chips. Either one will work. And then your choice of sprinkles. Here I just have some red, white, and blue sprinkles and some blue and red M&Ms. And then again the sugar coated, or the red and blue sugar coated sprinkles. Now a little tip which will make it easier is just grabbing a cup and 2 Ziploc bags, and then your set of spoons. Here I have just some red, clear, and blue spoons. Now the thing you will first do, as always, is melt your chocolate. After that, you're just going to place the Ziploc bag into the cup. Make sure the one corner is pointed inside of the cup. Then just place your melted chocolate into the Ziploc bag. Now once all of your chocolate is in the bag, just go ahead and take out all of the excess air that you can from the Ziploc bag, and then just zip it up on top. Then just repeat the same step for the red chocolate. Now once you have your chocolate set aside, just lay out a few spoons, and then grab any color of your chocolate and clip the tip of it, and then just start filling each spoon. Now you want to be careful not to overflow the spoon, just because you don't want it to seep over the sides when you shake it and add all of your sprinkles afterwards. Now here I'm just going to do the same steps for all of them. Just fill each spoon. You're going to see right here that I'm having a little bit of trouble filling the spoon. There was an air bubble or maybe a piece of chocolate that didn't quite melt, and then it just kind of pops right there where it overflowed a little too much, and you can see it started to seep off the sides. So just be careful that it doesn't pop or seep over at all. But regardless, just go back and shake the spoon a little bit just to kind of even it out, all of the little lines that are created when you are filling up the spoon. And then as soon as you're done with adding the chocolate, just go ahead and start decorating them to your liking. Like I said, I'm just adding a bunch of M&Ms and sprinkles, and then just continue the same exact steps with the rest of your chocolates. If you have blue, don't forget to add the blue, but I didn't find any, so I'm just adding the red and the white. Continuing the same steps, just filling up the spoon. Just shake it a little bit just to kind of even out those lines that are created when you are adding the chocolate, and then just decorate them or fill them up to your liking with sprinkles and M&M. And then to help them cool a little faster, don't be afraid just to place them in the freezer for a few minutes, and then they're ready to be eaten. Okay, and here is what we have once they are cooled. just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and please subscribe.